It's unbelievable what's happening in Northern Ireland at this present time. We talk about policing and justice. It'll soon be there will be no police to hand over to Sinn Féin IRA. It's bad enough. I seen in one paper there about the surgeon in South Armagh who said he killed 70 odd people. It's bad enough his wife is sitting on the policing board in South Armagh, but I suppose that's what you've come to expect nowadays. Evil is just so ripe. But I know we have other situations, and if it wasn't so serious, it would be laughable. This is here in Fermanagh, how the police moved about. They had to hire private helicopters to police in Fermanagh. Did you ever hear the like of it? They can't even drive in the area now. They can't even fly out in a helicopter. They have to hire one. Talk about the Keystone Cops. It wouldn't be in it. Now that's no reflection on the individuals. It's a reflection on the leadership of the PSNI. They have left us completely isolated. We have no police force. If your life's in danger, tough. You have nobody coming to your aid unless they can hire a helicopter somewhere and get there. Can you imagine they had to ring the local airport? Is there a helicopter free we can hire? Somebody's just been shot. You know, it's a joke, only it's so serious. The other thing that we come across is this here. In Lurgan. Now we'd actually rung the newsletter on Friday and we had told them about a number of shootings that had taken place in the Lurgan area. We had told them about rioting going on in the Lurgan area. Now the police started off denying it. But then we had this situation where this man had a lorry belonging to him hijacked. And he rung the police to say it was going on. He actually went to the scene himself and had the fire nearly put out that was started on his vehicle before the crowd gathered around him again. Now they fired 2 shots at the driver. The police wouldn't come to him. The man could have been murdered by these people and the police wouldn't come down to him because they were afraid that they were going into an ambush. And I can understand them being afraid they're going into an ambush. But policing means policing. It doesn't mean that we have traffic wardens who go out whenever a vehicle's not parked in the right place. If we need more resources, you all should give it to the police. Give them what they need to do the job. And if that means more police or bringing the soldiers in, well, so be it. But you cannot leave the people to fend for themselves. This man might as well be murdered. Fair play to him for taking the chance and trying to save his vehicle. He was actually trying to save the government a few pounds. Well, what will happen now? He'll have months and months, if not a few years, to fight to get compensation for his vehicle. That's why he tried to put it out, so he wouldn't have to go through that. This country is away to the dogs. And for some reason or another, nobody seems to be speaking up. Because everybody seems to be on the gravy train. And if you speak up, you'll be pushed off the train. Well, stuff your train. Law and order is more important, and the security and safety of the public is more important than keeping everyone politically correct. To keep the IRA on board and to keep their people on board. If they want to support law and order, well, so be it. But they can't have it both ways. They can't be out rioting at night and hijacking and shooting and planting bombs and then pretending they're politicians during the day. You've created this situation. The only way you can stop this is to turn around and say that the issue of United Ireland is no longer an issue. It ain't going to happen. Simple as. And if in 200 years' time somebody decides somewhere along the line, well, we can't have a United Ireland, well, so be it. But it ain't going to happen. It certainly isn't going to happen through peaceful means. And it definitely won't happen through the use of violence. We've already stood against that for 35 years. We'll stand against it for another 35 years. And unfortunately, a lot of the good men who were in the place are no longer there. And the new recruits, this is no reflection on the new people coming into it. The new recruits do not have the experience. Some of them had never even been up in a helicopter. And they were going out into a situation where they could be ambushed. And some of these young fellas or young women were excited by getting a spin on a helicopter. Let's get real here. We're living in a situation which is completely different to London and Manchester or Birmingham. You cannot police Northern Ireland the way you police England. And the sooner Ord learns that, hello, he doesn't care, he's done the dirt now, he's away, or he's gone. And he doesn't care about people like you and me. Like, we're only statistics. If some of us get murdered or badly maimed, so what? It's not them. They're quite safe and secure. And I can assure you there's none of them walking about or driving about the countryside without plenty of security. And so it's probably going to be some young policeman or policewoman that is ambushed by these scum, because that's all they are, scum. They crawl around behind the hedges with their hoods on in the dark, hoping they would get a shot at somebody from a few hundred yards away. And I think they keep saying they only had to be lucky once. But every time a policeman or a policewoman goes out on duty, they have to be lucky all the time, because Ord is now allowed this to be a state that's unpoliceable. It soon will be that we will have to start up our own community policing. That no longer can we rely on police. We now no longer take on to do with Armagh police, and that's not a reflection on the individual policeman. It's the attitude of the command structure in Armagh. If you go to report something now, you're treated worse than the actual offender. So people just aren't bothering. I certainly wouldn't bother going back into the police station myself, and I was a strong supporter of law and order. I still am, but I'm not going to waste my time going into a police station who won't even go out to the scene. Remember, if you go back on our website here, a few days ago we stated about the riot in Armagh, which the police denied until the gunman appeared on YouTube walking about among the rioters, and then they had to admit, well, maybe there was some rioting. There was rioting, there was gunmen on the streets, and there's also bombs planted. How much more do you need to see? How much more has to happen before Ord and them starts telling the people the truth? Or at least tell the media the truth. The media tell me that you deny these things are going on. Why? Why are you denying it? You have a moral duty to inform the public whenever there's a danger within the community. You ain't doing it. And sooner or later we are going to pay a huge price because of your foolishness and your political policing. No longer are we going to put up with it. You either start policing our communities or we will police our own communities. And I thought I'd never see the day when we'd have to police ourselves. But it's certainly coming now, because anything happens, you're on your own. And that man in Lurgan proved it. You're on your own. So you're going, cheerio, and the best luck to wherever you land, because you certainly were no addition here.